At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Recycling sounds good on its own.
Welcome back. It is day one of women's basketball preliminary action, and it is Team PEI versus Team Northwest Territories, and Northwest Territories will control first. It's going to be lock setter, that one off of an opposing player and out of bounds to get things going. Luke Much, Robbie Doherty with you for this, the third game of the day for women's basketball. Some good games so far, Robbie. I'm sure no exception here to this one taking place now.
Well, you can tell excitement is in the air here, Luke. The big day finally arrived, the first day of competition here at the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland. All the training, all the hours of hard work that's been put in to get to these games, well, they have arrived. We saw a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, some close battles, perhaps not so much on the scoreboard, but on the court, they were much closer than they appeared in the end result. So we're looking for another great one here today from Northwest Territories and Prince Edward Island.
Absolutely. Looks like a foul on the play, and Team Northwest Territories going to head to the line here early on. Mia Locksetter will step up to the line. Something cool about this game, Robbie, is the family connections. A few with PEI, and it looks like a few with Northwest Territories as well. Mia Locksetter, Kaylee Locksetter, both on Team Northwest Territories, as well as Jane C. Brown and Saya Brown as well. So it's going to be 1-0 for Northwest Territories as Mia Locksetter goes 1 for 2 from the line. A stretch pass, and here comes Team PEI to the outside, cutting in, couldn't get that one to drop, was Alex Newson, Team PEI's flag bearer. And the women's basketball star for Team PEI.
Certainly great speed from Alex Newson. We saw that she got down the court in a hurry. Not able to make the bucket, but certainly showed her speed early on.
We'll have a whistle there, and it will maintain a Team PEI ball. As we're going to have an early substitution here, 45 seconds in. Jaden Huggan will step out, and in comes Lexi Singleton for Team PEI.
Lexi Singleton wearing number 5 into the game.
Excuse me, it's going to be Northwest Territories throw in as Brown with it now. At the top of the key, driving into the paint, drops it back for her sister, as it's going to go Brown to Brown, and now up top we go to Locksetter. That one launched up. Team PEI is going to grab the ball and head up court. As we have Alex Newson with it. She'll dish one off on the give and go with Harlow Hannums with it again from deep. That one's going to ricochet off the rim. Rebound goes to PEI. It's going to go out of bounds as we'll get a throw in from the baseline for Team PEI.
Great opportunity from Hannums. A shot to get some early momentum.
Inside, and down it goes as Julia Giz gets the first point for Team PEI. Now a quick turnover. Here's Newson, throws it over, long three. That one doesn't fall. The rebound will settle down for Saya Brown. Saya Brown waits, looking for an option, a long pass. Cross court to Mia Locksetter, who's had the ball a lot here early on. Back over the halfway line, she grabs it, trying to barricade through. Now again, it's gonna go back for Brown. She launches it, that one off the rim. Ball's loose in the paint. Down goes the Northwest Territories player, and it will stay there. Ball with 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Fast-paced start here, Robbie.
Here's another look at it, taking a shot, the rebound. PEI just going to get caught in a little bit of trouble. So that's their third team foul less than 2 minutes into the game. Perhaps not the start they wanted on the foul side of the score clock. But nonetheless, it is what it is. So, chance for Northwest Territories to inbound in the offensive zone.
Just like Saskatchewan and Newfoundland and Labrador, a physical game. Looks like we're in for another one of those. With it now, it's Locke Setter driving in. Doesn't get that one to fall, and Giz will take it from there. Handing one up, Singleton now. Waiting for help to the inside, back for Giz. Shimmy shakes one, that one off the bottom of the backboard. And another stoppage here, 7:54 left to go in our first quarter.
Well, a big chance for PEI here, and Julia Giz going to the line. Leading by one, a couple big points available for PEI. Talked about this a few times, and the importance of just staying cool for a lot of these athletes. It's their first time with the bright lights, first time on broadcast. Big opportunity for them. We've talked about how long they've trained and waited for these games, and they're here, but could have been a confidence booster for the team to get those to go. Nonetheless, play continues. Good effort by Julia Giz.
Yeah, and they get to keep the ball as well. So some offensive time here for Team PEI. And we'll see what they can do with it as Harlow Hannums will grab the throw in here at the baseline. She tucks in her jersey, and away we go here. Already 7:52 here left to go in our first quarter. Off to a fast start, and we'll continue that here with Singleton. To the inside, driving in was Hannums, but she got knocked over, and the ball will end up in the hands of Saia Brown. Brown, in she goes. She'll hand one off. Back up to the top it goes to Cazone. A shot coming in off the rim. The rebound back for PEI. As it's going to be Giz handing one up now. Driving in is Newson to the inside to the paint. That one couldn't go. They get the bucket, but it won't count. And off to the line goes Team PEI's flag bearer.
And Alex Newson, great speed, saw an opportunity go down the middle. She tried to go left, got blocked on the way, drew a foul, and she'll go to the line for two. Here's a closer look at it there. A nice transition into the left and just able to draw the foul. A big chance now for PEI to extend their lead, and Newson makes no mistake with her first.
Makes the first one, an opportunity to go 2 for 2 here from the line. 3.5 minutes in, doesn't get the second one to fall. This one's going to be dropped back, as now it's time for the Northwest Territories to get set on their offensive play. Here's Kaylee Locksetter. She's going to make a pass over, but some interference there from PEI, and that one's going to go off a Northwest Territories player and out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Elle Flick from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, 17-year-old. Grab the ball from the official, and off we go again. Here's Newsom driving in around a few to the inside. Nice move there. She's got the bucket to go and one. As another trip to the foul line here early on.
Great play by Newson, drawing left. Saw a lane, took the path, drew the foul. No mistake. She's been calm, cool, and collected here since the get-go. A lot of opportunities for Alex Newson.
And she got the extra point as well. 6-1 is the score in favor of Prince Edward Island in the white and green. Northwest Territories black and blue. A couple nice jerseys on display here, Robbie.
Absolutely. A little different. I like them. I like both designs. A little different green for PEI, a little dark blue. I like it for the Territories as well.
Absolutely. Love it whenever the teams shift up the colors. I know that lacrosse is big into that as well. Getting the unique jerseys. Team PEI at the 2022 games with the Confederation Bridge over their jersey. We'll see if that comes back this year. As another bucket in for Newson, who's on fire here early on.
Oh, you can say that again. You could tell she entered this court on a mission, and she is sticking to that mission. Great speed, great patience. So mechanically sound is this young player.
Locksetter with it, driving into the paint through a couple off the bottom of the rim. And now here comes PEI. Back the other way, it's Singleton driving in. The arm gets in the way there, and it will still remain a Team PEI ball with the throw-in on the inbound from the baseline. 9-1 the score in favor of the Island.
Yeah, Prince Edward Island, you can tell they had a game plan going in, wanted to keep the speed up, keep the intensity up.
Similar to the game plan that Team Saskatchewan used last game, Robbie.
We certainly saw a lot of speed early on from Saskatchewan early on. We're seeing it again here today. Newson back to the line for PEI.
Makes it again. Safe to say this is probably the strongest start that we've seen out of an individual so far.
Certainly impressive.
As this one up, doesn't get to go on the second. Now here's another try for her for 3. That one in and out. There's a battle for the ball here. Both teams' benches cheering on their players. As it's going to be another baseline throw in here for Team PEI.
And the intensity in this one, certainly early. PEI, there you see them, very excited on the bench. You could tell they were coming in with a game plan. They're sticking to it. And they lead now 10-1.
Yeah, timeout here for Team Northwest Territories to score 10-1 in favor of Prince Edward Island with, oh, not past the halfway mark yet here in our first quarter. Either way, still a competitive matchup. Take a look at these replays of Alex Newson.
Alex Newson, highlight reel already. Not even halfway through the first quarter in this game. Some points on the board, but a great team effort from Prince Edward Island as well, showing a lot of speed, great communication, some great mechanics. But Northwest Territories, they've had opportunities. They just, it seems like they can't get the ball just to fall where they want it to, but they're putting balls up, they're getting chances. When they start to fall, they could put some points on the board in a hurry.
And that's been a common theme for today, right? It's the first game for all these teams until later tonight. We have one team playing 2 games today, but it's all about shaking off the nerves, right? First game of Canada Games. It's not a small stage, to say the least.
Certainly not.
It's a national stage, and these teams worked hard to get here. They're going to soak this all in. So 6:12 left to go in the first quarter.
We're going to do our best to bring you live stats throughout this game. System seems to be down now, but stay with us. We will do what we can to stay in constant communication to bring you those numbers.
Pass to the inside, driving in. That one's going to be off the rim and down on a good effort there from Lexi Singleton. As back it comes again now. Mia Locke setter for Team Northwest Territories. We'll throw that one back off to the point. It's going to be Sims with it. Sims will dish one in down low to Morin, but it ends up out of bounds and in favor of Team Prince Edward Island.
Prince Edward Island certainly showing some grit here early on. Got into a little bit of potential foul trouble, but seemed to have eased off here as they have 3 team fouls. Northwest Territories now with 4. 5:36 on the clock in the first quarter.
A lot of fouls if that's the case here for the remainder of the game, as a dish off to the side. 2 seconds left, need a shot. They're going to get one, and down it goes for a nice bucket there. Team PEI continuing to strive here early on throughout the first half of this first quarter.
Great pass to the side for Darcy Flick. Had a lane available, no mistake made. A nice left-handed layup, and they extend their lead.
So again now, here's Team Northwest Territories. Can they answer back? It's Morin. She'll hand one off to Galusha. Galusha spinning around, 3 seconds left, need a shot. That one just short, the rebound off to Giz, and now here comes Newson. Newson looking for an outlet feed. She'll wait. Set up what she wants to set up, as now she'll drive to the middle, throws it up, and a great individual effort for Alex Newson, who gets that one to fall.
You can tell the experience in Alex Newson, playing in a prep school, I believe, out of province, came home joining her home province at these games, and certainly not showing any intimidation. She's ready to go, focused, a lot of speed, a lot of intensity. Yeah, playing at King's Christian Basketball. So a very, very good program. Here's another look at her. Switching hands, go to her left side, right through traffic, and making no mistake on the left-handed layup.
And now it looks like we're going to have Northwest Territories off to the line. And stepping up will be Mia Locke setter, and she makes the first one comfortably. She'll get an opportunity to do that again. 1 for 1. We'll see what she can do here, stepping up. Lets it go, and she'll make that one as well. 14-3 now the score with 4.5 minutes left to go in our first quarter, but here comes Prince Edward Island.
Well, and you talk about confidence for a young athlete stepping on this big stage. Mia Locke setter, first time at the foul line, steps up, makes both. What a confidence builder that will be. We saw it earlier with Team Nunavut. It just took that one player to kind of spark the group when they went on an 11-point unanswered run. So Northwest Territories, still lots of time, lots of basketball to play, even though they trail by 11. There's still lots of time to go. That's an understatement.
Absolutely. Not even 6 minutes in here to our first quarter, and we are going to have some substitutions here before we get set to go again. And now here comes PEI. Right over our center court logo here in St. John's, Newfoundland. Driving to the inside, a pass to the outside. Here's Singleton handing it off. That one up, and the rebound down for PEI. Up to the point again, a shot coming. That one's going to be in and out once more. Northwest Territories looking to advance, driving in. It's going to be Brown waiting for help, dropping it back. Looking for the feed is going to be Locksetter. Locksetter will move one across from Locksetter to Locksetter we go, and it's going to be Mia from Cayley. Mia with it, and we are going to have a whistle and a foul call, and I believe Mia will head back to the line here once more.
Great defensive play by number 9, Sophie Leclerc from PEI. Locksetter wanted to make a move, and great foot speed, great footwork from Leclerc to be the defender, get in her way, not give her a lane.
As Locksetter stepping up. She'll make that one again. An opportunity to go 2 for 2 here. 14-4 the score. Still in our first quarter. This one up and down for PEI. As here they come now, back in the other way. It's going to be passed off of Hannums and a loose ball, and now here comes Team Northwest Territories. It's going to be Jane C. Brown, and that one will end up out of play. As we will get again a PEI ball here on the inbound.
Jaden Huggan inbounding, sharing the team with her sister Alexis. So on the lineup.
As we have PEI with it now, looking to cycle one around, pressured by 2 Northwest Territories player, but still Flick able to get it out, looking to center one over, and it's good for another 2 as Jaden Huggan will get that one to go.
PEI showing great court awareness, a couple quick passes. Newhuggan was down low, quick pass and an easy layup.
So we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in our first quarter. Score 16-4 in favor of Prince Edward Island as Northwest Territories looking to cycle one up top again, as it's going to be Brown. She'll dish it off to Locksetter, who's trying to cut in. Back for Brown, out of the reach, and it will fall back again to Prince Edward Island.
Well, Prince Edward Island doing a great job of just staying mechanically sound, running their system, sticking to the game plan. Certainly paying off.
As here they come, back again. Now quickly driving in, trying to get into the paint. Nice feed over. This one's up and good on a great give and go play there. They will see Elle Flick get another one in the paint. Northwest Territories back again, looking to answer back. It's going to be Locksetter with it, driving to the inside, throws it up, the rebound down, and Prince Edward Island once again trying to move out with Harlow Hannums. Throws it in deep, but that one out of the reach of Jaden Huggan, and down it will go out of bounds as we have a few more substitutions here.
A great job by Mia Locksetter to make the drive. We're going to take a look at that later on, but first here's the opportunity for PEI and a great give and go right to the middle. No mistake made as Elle Flick in the right spot at the right time. Gets it to go again. Great team awareness. PEI really working well as a unit. Maya Locksetter too, she also had a drive at the opposite end right after that. Couldn't get it to fall and make it count for 2, but still great heads up, great speed going through traffic, and an opportunity.
So it's going to be Jaden Huggan who takes the ball here for PEI. As one of the Northwest Territories coaches having a conversation with one of the officials. Now it looks like we're good to go. As Huggan will hand it off for Newson. Newson quickly cycling it around, back up top, wide open, but in between the 2 options, and it's going to be a Team Northwest Territories ball. As grabbing it for them will be Saia Brown. Brown hands it off as we go Saia to Jancy Brown. Back for Jancy, again a shot in off the rim. Now here comes PEI with Hannums. back the other way. Looking down for Huggin, who's going to try to cycle one out. Trying to find a lane in now. Battling through down low. It's going to be Flick, a shot up, and that one is good for Darcy Flick.
Great give and go passing by PEI. They really seem to be finding each other out there. Great awareness of knowing where everyone is at the right time.
As we have Salem, who couldn't get that one to work out. And Prince Edward Island will grab it back and come again. It's going to be Whitnall, who hands it off for Newson. That one just off and wide. Ball still narrowly in play as Huggin with it. Will throw one up top to Hannums. Hannums looking for Newson again. Newson to the inside to Hannums, who finds a lane. Couldn't get that one to drop down as the Northwest Territories group will grab that one and will attempt to head back up again with Kaylee Locksetter off to Salem. As again now it's going to be Brown. Brown with it, handing one off. A shot coming in, corner three opportunity, didn't work out for Skoji. Now again, here's Newson on the counter punch, and she'll get that one to go. Alex Newson, who's had herself quite the opening first quarter, continues to play strong here, even down to the final seconds. And look at the defense and the pressure right now that she's putting on Jency Brown.
And a reminder, we're working on getting you some live game stats. We're fighting a little system failure, but you gotta wonder how many Newson has put on the board thus far.
It's been impressive, that's for sure, and there's a look at her most recent as Team PEI with the ball below the baseline, ready to enter in again and switch right back to offense with 21 seconds left to go. It's going to be Newson with it. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock right now. As here's Newson trying to find a lane. Look at this, driving to the inside, but it will stay a Team PEI ball. 9.6 seconds left to go, and we'll see what they can do. There's a Tarlo Hannums with it.
A good effort on the defense from Northwest Territories. Newson's been such an effective player. You know, you got to figure out what you can do to try and shut her down. They seem to be throwing everything at her. Not an easy task.
No, definitely not. Newson trying to part the seas there. Now we're going to have Hannums head to the line here for two. She'll throw the first one up. Doesn't get it to go. And here she is on her second attempt. This one up and good to bring the total up to 23 for PEI. 6.3 seconds left to go. We're back underway. Northwest Territories need a fast shot. It's knocked out of bounds with 2 seconds flat left to go. We'll have a quick throw in and a quick set play here for the Northwest Territories to end off this first quarter.
Northwest Territories doing a good job of moving the ball around. The offensive zone just running out of time, so a big first quarter for Prince Edward Island, putting 23 on the board. That's the highest first quarter I believe we've had thus far. I know we're technically only in day one, game 3, but great offense. Northwest Territories as well, doing some good things right. It seems like they just haven't had much luck around the rim. They're getting some shots off, but just not being able to get them to fall. And as I mentioned earlier, if that ever turns, they could be able to put some points on the board in a hurry. Right now, PEI in early control, just a quarter into the game.
Where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song. There's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across. when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Welcome back. Luke Much, Robbie Doherty with you here for second quarter action. Team PEI leading Team Northwest Territories by a score of 23-4. As we are almost set and ready to go here.
Yeah, certainly Prince Edward Island setting the tone early. Alex Newson with 12 points in the first quarter. Certainly leading this team, creating a lot of opportunities. But a great team effort from the Islanders here early on.
Very strong stuff. As here they come again now. It's Northwest Territories throwing one up that doesn't end up finishing off. As again now, here comes Northwest Territories looking to set up a play, driving to the inside, handing one out. It's going to be up and no good. As Mesra Zadib could not get that one to fall. As again a long shot in, this time from Brown. Again, still Northwest Territories trying to cycle one out. Newson puts a stop to it, and here comes the Island. A long throw up. This one's going to be settled down, and up it goes for Darcy Flick.
We talked about that run for Northwest Territories. They do a great job of moving the ball around. We mentioned it, how they are getting shots off. They just can't seem to be getting them to fall. And that was a perfect example. 3 great quick passes twice in a row, 2 shots off, but just can't convert them into points. Here's a great play from PEI, 2 great heads-up play, the long pass. Darcy Flick in the right spot to put another 2 on the board, extend their lead to 21.
As we're back underway, let's pick things up as we get a wrestle for the ball here. And we'll see whose ball it's going to be. PEI, Northwest Territories, both groups around it. Looks like it's going to be PEI, I believe. That is going to grab it, and they will. As they're going to move up court here, there's a replay of the action as we pick things up again in the offensive half of the court for PEI. Spinning off one, throwing it up, couldn't get that thing to fall, was Julia Gibbs.
And a great defensive play from Nico Moran to be in the right spot at the right time, recovers that rebound and moves it down on the offense.
As here comes Northwest Territories on the way back, but it looks like it will be a trip to the line. As PEI with another foul. A physical game here, to say the least, Robbie.
Certainly a physical game. Both these teams showing they're here to play and here to win. Putting the effort in. Lots of speed on this court thus far. Here in this one, and a great free throw there from the Northwest Territories. Mia Locksetter. She's been very impressive. Great young player here for the Northwest Territories.
She's been very strong on the free throws as well. She continues to make those count. Here comes Prince Edward Island. Driving the charge is Darcy Flick, who hands one off for a corner 3. That one in and out from Ava Bradley.
Darcy Flick also showing a lot of speed in that break.
Here comes Brown trying to get that one to go downtown. Doesn't work out, as here we go again. PEI, it's Flick driving and looking for the seam pass. That was blocked off by Mia Locksetter. As back she comes with it for Team Northwest Territories.
Mia Locksetter, certainly a big presence for this Northwest Territories team there. You see her working down low, and just great hand-eye coordination with the ball, great awareness.
Nice feed over. Here's Flick. She'll get that one to go down for on a nice feed from Alex Newson. As we have Northwest Territories again, Mia Locksetter controlling the play for Northwest Territories a large amount of time whenever they're in the offensive zone.
So some substitutions coming in. Darcy Flick heading off, and what a presence she's been for PEI. Great speed. Able to put some points on the board for the Islanders here in the second quarter.
As here they come again, Team Northwest Territories looking for the basket. They got it. It was a great effort there. Mia Locksetter getting that one to fall. As this one is going to be blown down for a travel. Northwest Territories grabbing the ball again. Robbie, maybe this is what they need to find their legs here and to get going.
Well, it seems like they're certainly settling down, and you know what? It's perfectly normal for young athletes to be maybe just a little bit hyped up, a little nervous coming into the first quarter, your first game here on the big stage. And they really look like since this second quarter began that they've really settled in. They've already put 5 points on the board compared to 3 in the whole first quarter. So there's a lot of talent on this team. You can see some great athleticism. They just haven't been able to convert it into numbers, but they seem to be improving on that and being able to do so now.
Nice turnaround there for Giz, who gets the 2-pointer to go from the paint. As we have Northwest Territories again, it's going to be Saia Brown with it, dishing one off for Morin. Morin hands it off, and there's a long 3. Doesn't work out. A fight for it on the rebound. Northwest Territories going to end up with it. Now it's Newson, pressured there by Morin. Newson going to take her time here. Still lots of time on the shot clock here as Newson starts to direct traffic. She'll land a pass off and then get the go from Alexis Huggan. It's going to be Giz with it now. Giz handing it off. Here's Newson stepping up for the 2. That one doesn't fall, and now back again. Here they come. It's going to be Brown looking for a pass, picked off. Here's Newson. We're going to get a call on the play as Newson thought that she was in all alone.
Yeah, Newson, great heads-up play. She anticipated where that ball was going. She got there in a hurry and able to pick it off. Seemed like she was off to the races. Whistle goes.
A few substitutions here made for either team. And looks like we'll get set to go again here. As we are missing one thing, Robbie, and that is the ball. But we got it back now, and it looks like we're all set to go, but a timeout call by PEI. As a strong showing for them here, almost at 30 points, Robbie. But as we mentioned earlier, a lot of family connections with Team PEI.
Yeah, there certainly is. The Huggins sisters on the roster. Number 2, Jaden Huggan, and Alexis Huggan, number 16. Pretty special for that family. I had a great chat with Chris, their father, before this game, and he was saying how proud he is, how excited, they all are to be here and to cheer them on. Chris, of course, comes from a big basketball family in the province, and he was saying how much it means to them to be able to share that moment with their kids.
And their mom, Carolyn, as well, on the coaching staff, and actually taught me high school 4 years ago in grade 11, back at Charlottetown Rural.
4 years ago in grade 11.
Also, Elle Flick and Darcy Flick, both on Team PEI as well. So they're going to use their timeout here and get set for this again. As time expires, we'll gather back onto the court. As we get set, 29-8 is the score in favor of Prince Edward Island. As we'll see who's going to take the ball here. It's going to be Alexis Huggan, one of the many Huggins that were just mentioned on the broadcast.
Certainly have to give props to Northwest Territories as well. As this second quarter began, they really seemed like they stepped up the effort, stepped up the speed, kind of settled in a little bit, feeling more comfortable, and that's translating into more points. So we'll see. There's still a lot of time left, a lot of basketball. I know that's a big lead early on, but still lots of time left.
Crazy the difference that a 2-minute break can make in between quarters, as that one's going to fall for Team Prince Edward Island. As a false start here from Team Northwest Territories, and it's going to be a Team PEI ball right by the baseline.
Great pressure defensively from Northwest Territories. PEI able to get it in as Flick tried to put it up and convert it.
Back again now. Here they come. It's going to be off the side, and now here they come, trying to get things settled up. It's going to be Salem handing it off to the inside, picked off, and now back the other way. It's going to be Team PEI trying to control, handing it off to the inside, driving to the middle. That one couldn't fall there as Julia Giz tried to get that one to go, but they got the ball back. That one eventually off of a Team PEI player. I believe it was Sophie Leclerc, and Team Northwest Territories with an opportunity here to switch from defense to offense.
So PEI trying to find that offensive magic they had early on.
As it looks like a little bit of confusion here as we have some substitutions to make before we hand it off to Alexis Huggin. Alexis Huggin with the ball now, trying to get set up. It's going to be quickly moved along. As again now, here they come. It's going to be Saia Brown looking to work one up. Going to be intercepted only momentarily before it heads off of a Northwest Territories player and out of bounds. Back underway again. Here they come. It's going to be Darcy Flick with it, handing it off as we get set to go again. At the top of the key, dishing it off, looking for three. That one up, wouldn't fall. The rebound's going to be loose down low in the paint. Grabbing it first is Sophie Leclerc, but couldn't make anything happen. And it looks like another trip to the line.
Darcy Flick with a big shot off, and what a start she's had in this game. Already 8 points on the board. Certainly very, very impressive, this young lady from PEI.
And she'll get the first one to fall.
Sophie Leclerc seems very cool, composed on the line. We talked about it a few times, the big stage, it can cause a lot of nerves. Just a different scene than what a lot of these athletes are used to with the bright lights, and no mistake made.
That one ends up just a little bit short. We're almost halfway through our second quarter. Of course, the great things about Canada Games, we talked about it, Robbie, the alumni. Such a big alumni network. It was on display at the opening ceremonies, and alumni watching, tuning in as well. Logan McCollum, a former Team PEI basketball athlete, is tuned into this game to watch the women play. So always good to have your alumni tuned in and cheering on the next generation.
Well, we've talked about that so much. That's what these games are about. The wins and losses are great, but it's about making those memories, making those connections. These are memories that these athletes are going to remember for a lifetime. And someone like that, I'm not surprised they're tuning in, thinking about their time and when they got to compete. It's something you can hold on to for the rest of your days.
Absolutely, and using it as a stepping stone, right? So many people go from Canada Games to play youth sports or NCAA, right? Taking that next step. That's what it's about right here in St. John's in 2025.
That's a great point.
Huggin with it. Will go off to Darcy Flick. She'll dish one off, and now here comes PEI. Trying to cut to the inside, Flick. The speed that PEI is displaying right now. Moving around the ball inside to the paint it goes, dishing it off. Here's for three, that one off the side, wouldn't fall. Team PEI have been all around the three-pointers yet, but just waiting for that one to fall.
Yeah, PEI doing a good job of moving the ball around, keeping Northwest Territories guessing a little bit defensively of where it's going, getting that quick shot off. Not able to convert it into points on the board, but giving themselves opportunities.
Here's Mia Locksetter. Looking, scanning. Look at the defense here from Team Prince Edward Island. Darcy Fleck doing a fantastic job, and it will be a Team PEI ball because of her effort on defense. She talks so much about the offensive side of the game, Robbie, but defensive too. So important in games like these, and PEI is doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Certainly are. Both teams actually really.
Especially in the second quarter for the Northwest Territories too, I should add.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it was, they've held them to 2 points now for over 5 minutes in the second quarter, so hats off to Northwest Territories. Certainly brought their level up in this second quarter. A lot of talent on this team, a lot of great athleticism. We talked about Sydney Galusha last night at the opening ceremony. She's the youngest athlete in Canada to ever participate in the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the Women's National Curling Championships. That's not junior, that's women's national curling champions with, competing against many Olympic gold medalists, a lot of Olympic medalists and world champions at that age. So there's certainly a lot of athleticism here on this Northwest Territories squad. No
doubt about it. 15 years old whenever that happened for her. A fantastic moment for her, I'm sure, as it's going to be Mia Locksetter with it. You talk about Alex Newsom so much. Mia Locksetter, the person who's trying to neutralize Newsom, it seems like, in this basketball game as time goes on. Here's a nice pass down low, up for the three. That one just missing, a little bit off to the right, but a great effort.
Yeah, great effort indeed. Great heads-up play. There's a good look at Darcy Flick. What an effective player she's been for PEI, just creating opportunities, and they do such a great job of finding each other, moving the ball around, and especially in transition. And that gave them, once again, another opportunity.
So it's going to be a Northwest Territories ball. As grabbing it first is going to be Jane C. Brown. We'll hand that one off quickly to Mia Locksetter. Trying to gallivant her way into the zone here, as looking for the next option. Passes one off to Brown. Brown driving and looking for the pass. That one doesn't connect. Back up it goes, looking for a three-pointer, potentially. Newsom tries to grab that one. Ball's loose. PEI grabs it eventually.
Here's another great heads-up play from Newsom, getting back defensively. The steal, bringing it down, putting up the easy layup. PEI now at 34.
As they're back again. Here's a long shot. That one's going to be nailed in on the layup, as driving it in was Cazone, the Yellowknife native. Now here's Newsom for PEI. 2:45 left to play in our second quarter. The defense chance starting, and it's been strong here so far, but a three-pointer for number 3 as Hannums gets one to fall.
Hannums doing a good job of just having the vision, getting in the spot where she wanted it, got the ball. You knew it was going in before she let it go, and a great defensive play. What a great player she's been thus far here in this one.
Wow, what a block there by Alex Newsom. Throws the big hand up, knocks that one out of the way. 2:22 left to go in the second. We'll have a substitution. Take a look at this.
Not today.
As we'll get back underway here, Northwest Territories. So let's see what they can set up. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. There's a shot in, ricochets off and wide. The rebound coming down, as trying to grab that one and send it home was Cazone. Couldn't get it to work. Off to the side it goes, driving in, up top to the point. Hannums again for a three, got it.
That's 2 in a row. She is dialed in, Luke. That's an understatement. From the line, not intimidated one bit, making it rain.
Not at all, and Alex Newsom tried to spring herself. As here again now, it's going to be Locksetter looking off to the side. Lots of room, no shot yet. Cutting off to the inside, banking it in is Jane C. Brown.
Great offensive play by the Northwest Territories. See if we can get another look at that. Great job at moving the ball around, finding the open lane, converting it into 2 points.
This has been their best basketball of the game the last 5 or 6 minutes or so. Now here's Hannums. Hands it off for Newsom, throws it up. As we'll get a whistle here and a stoppage in play.
Here's another look at that play from Northwest Territories. There you see moving in, Jane C. Brown coming off a nice pass, great vision from the corner, left-handed layup. And those 2 points on the board. Northwest Territories, certainly having a great second quarter. Doing some great job of moving things around and getting some points on the board. We talked about that earlier, even early on. They had chances, just couldn't convert them, but they seem to be doing that more and more now. So still over half a game to play.
Yep, and it's all about settling in. It's been the story every single game. We've had a team that's struggled a little bit in their first game. You know, big stage. We've talked about it a lot here. There's no doubt about that. But once you get into the zone, you realize it's just another game. And it starts flowing a little bit easier. And the Northwest Territories have played some good basketball here in the second quarter. Big improvement from what we've seen out of the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely. They should be proud of their effort here in the second quarter. Still trailing, still lots of work to do, but they're giving themselves chances. If they're able to convert those, they could come back in a hurry. PEI going to have to remain confident defensively and keep their level of play as high as it can be.
So we're all set here for the final 80 seconds of the second quarter between Team Prince Edward Island and Team Northwest Territories. The score 40-12 in favor of white and green Prince Edward Island. As a three-point try there doesn't work out. On the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Another opportunity, and it couldn't work out for Alex Newsom, who had a couple good shots at that one, but just couldn't get it to work out, as she'll take a trip to the line for 2 shots.
You talked about Mia Lock-Setter. Spent already 14 minutes, 47 seconds on the floor with 10 points. What a performance it's been for her.
Besides Alex Newson, she's been the name that we've had to call the most here. She's been having herself quite the game for the Northwest Territories squad as Newson makes hers. And off we go again. As it's going to be the Northwest Territories controlling. Jane C. Brown will hand one off. It's going to be Brown to Brown as Saia has it now, cutting to the inside through the paint. That one doesn't go. PEI on the rebound. It's going to be Giz who airmails one up to Newson. Down low it goes, banking it in on a nice play there. Elle Flick, the Cornwall native, gets that one to go. As again now, here's Saia Brown. Out there with her sisters. Brown dishes it off down low. It's going to be Skoji. Back up again now to Jane C. Brown. Down low again to the corner. It's going to be Sims. Sims with it now, looking for help, and she's got it, but it's out of bounds. And it will be a Prince Edward Island ball with 26.7 left to go here in our second quarter.
Here's a look at Alex Newson. We talked about her performance thus far, and it makes it even more impressive is that this game coming off the eve of opening ceremonies where she's the flag bearer. That's a big responsibility. It's an honor, but certainly a big responsibility that comes with that honor. And it doesn't seem to have affected her game in the least, that perhaps she's up a little bit later. She was nervous for that, but she has been so confident out here and just translating it into an amazing performance. Some great ball from PEI here.
Yeah, some great passing plays and a three-pointer from Newson to cap it off. Is a great possession there from Prince Edward Island with 3 seconds left to go. Long three off the backboard. But that will do it for the second quarter and for our first half. Team PEI leading the Northwest Territories by a score of 46-12. We'll take a break. When we come back, the second half of this women's basketball from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Of all the things here that'll take your breath away, music is surely one. There's a certain rhythm to this place. Leave no song unsung.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
When you're in a place surrounded by ocean, you can walk in any direction and arrive somewhere spectacular.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We're committed to growing digital inclusion.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Welcome back. It is time for second half action between Team Prince Edward Island and Team Northwest Territories in basketball here at the Canada Games, and here are some of the highlights so far.
Well, it's been certainly a big day for Alex Newson of PEI, putting up a huge number of points in the first half. Number 7 in white, certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely
already 16 points, showing some great defensive as well. And for Northwest Territories, Mia Lock-Setter already putting up a huge 10 points, and that's out of 12. So with the story of 2 key players, but a great team effort both sides. There's a look at Mia Lock-Setter. A great game nonetheless here.
Hey, you're going to have to update your stats because now it's 12 with that most recent bucket just a few seconds ago. Stepping into it, here comes Team Prince Edward Island. Off to the side it goes, passing it back again. Here comes Giz, will lay it up. Nice and easy right into the heart of the basket. As back towards the other way now. Here's Team Northwest Territories looking to set up and counter punch. Low shot there, swooped up, just missing, and now Newson taking it back the other way, handing it off. Loads of time, just off the rim. Rebound back for Giz, driving in one more time, why not? Gets it up, that one also just barely missing as Mia Lock-Setter grabs the rebound and takes it back up court. Lock-Setter will try to spin away past one. Look at this, driving to the inside, nice block there by Hannums, and she'll come back the other way, moving it up for Giz, down low, trying to lay one up there nicely was
Jaden Huggan.
Jaden Huggan.
Great job to be down low in the right spot, picks it up. A great job athletically to get that ball in her hands quick and make good use of it and turning it into 2 points. Great IQ by Jaden Huggan.
And here she comes again off for Newson, and that one is good as well. I knew it was one of the Huggins. There's so many, too many to remember. As it's going to be back again with Jane C. Brown. Brown will hand that one off to Lock-Setter. Mia Lock-Setter. A little bit of space here. Newson's going to meet her there. Lock-Setter drives in, and she'll get that one to go as Mia Lock-Setter continuing up to 14 points for Mia Lock-Setter.
It's just been a really, really great performance by Lock-Setter for sure. But this whole team working really well as a unit. We talked about that. They came out like a different squad in the second quarter. We'll see if they continue on. They look pretty sharp early on. Here in the third, they're really doing a great job at giving themselves chances to score, and they're starting to convert those. 16 points now on the board.
Absolutely. As Team Northwest Territories and Mia Lock-Setter will be over there to grab the ball and enter it back in again. As now here she comes. She'll hand that one off as it goes from Lock-Setter to Jane C. Brown. Brown switching defenders, will dish one off, and now here they come. It's going to be passed off again outside to the other Lock-Setter, Kaylee. As it's Mia and Kaylee, the 2 Lock-Setters here, and that one is going to go up and good as Jane C. Brown will get that one to go. Here comes PEI again now, back in the other way. It's going to be Darcy Flick handing it off. Up that one goes. That's just going to bounce off and wide and out. And it will be Northwest Territories who will take over from there.
Darcy Flick, another player. She's been key for Prince Edward Island, showing great speed, putting some points on the board as well, but certainly showing her ability to be a two-way player. She's been outstanding thus far in this one, already putting up 8 points on the board for Prince Edward Island.
Kaylee Lock-Setter with it now, driving in that one off the rim. Of course, Kaylee and Mia twins on Team Northwest Territories as this one off of Darcy Flick and out of play.
Great energy on the bench for Northwest Territories. You see them all, they were on their feet moments ago, cheering each other on, trying to get the spark going. They have some work to do, but still lots of time left here in this basketball game.
Absolutely is now. This one's going to go up, just off the rim, and now Handsomes will grab it and move that one back up. It's going to be Giz with it now. Giz looking for the outlet, and she found it. Off it goes to Whitnell. Giz with it again at the top of the key, looking for a lane. That pass deflected, held in narrowly. Here's Harnums with it, and she'll get that one just off, or Hannums, excuse me. Who will just miss that one. Back again, it's going to be Brown. Looking for the pass, and she's found it. As here's Locksetter, Kaylee with it. Kaylee cutting to the inside. She'll throw that one up. Couldn't get that one to fall. Is now back again. It's going to be Hannums with it. Hannums with a long pass. This one just couldn't fall as Jaden Huggins tried to get that one to fall. Huggins just narrowly missing that one as Brown back again. Quick back and forth action here so far in this third quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, you're certainly right about that. Northwest Territories continue to work well as a unit, doing a great job of moving the ball around. And PEI also, though, stepping up their defensive game as well. Both teams here in their first game. That's what everyone has to remember. It's the first game of the tournament. This is a long event. It's going to be a lot of games being played. They're still settling in, getting used to things, but both teams showing that they belong here. And they could be a force to be reckoned with throughout the week.
No question about that, as now here comes Prince Edward Island. That pass off of Giz, and it will be collected by the Northwest Territories' Saia Brown. Brown will hand that one off to Morin. Morin with it. Looking for the option. That's going to bounce out of bounds, and Team Prince Edward Island will take over from there. As the first one to it and ready to go. And here we are, off again as Giz. Grab that one, excuse me, that wasn't Giz, that was Darcy Flip. As it's going to be Singleton with it now, to the inside. Trying to find a way in is Giz, and she'll get that one to fall. It's a nice move there, able to box her way in and get that one to fall.
Julia Giz been a great player here as well, also with 10 points now on the board in this matchup. She's been doing a great job staying low, showing great patience, waiting for a pass, and when she gets it, making no mistake, making the easy layups.
This one driving in nicely was Darcy Flick. She's able to get that one to go as well. On a great play there. Now back we come, Mia Locksetter. Back into position again here. She'll dish that one off on a nice feed, trying to cut off to the inside. Now it's going to be Brown with a shot, and that's good for three.
That's a great shot, picking her spot. Getting set at the top of the three-point line, asking for the ball, getting it right where she wanted it, and making no mistake. That's confidence, and that's something you want in your players, especially this early on in the week.
Absolutely, as a good effort there by Mia Locksetter to keep the ball in play. It doesn't end up working out. So a few more substitutions, and then off for Elle Flick to take this one. Flick. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, certainly an exciting week for these athletes. Day one kicking off. You can tell there's just a little bit extra excitement for everybody out there, as it's the chance of a lifetime, the week of a lifetime, to compete at the Canada Games. An opportunity that not many people get to do.
No, a tournament that you're going to remember forever, that's for sure. As we have Locksetter, who gets bumped out of bounds, and Team PEI will take it over from there with 3:42 left to go in our third quarter, 56-21 the score. You talked about it being a physical game, Robbie. 13 fouls for PEI, 9 fouls for the Northwest Territories.
Well, both teams showing up here ready to play. Going that extra mile sometimes for the ball, and it's part of the game.
All about compete. Here's Locksetter with it, that one coming up just short. Flick will grab that one, and a long pass, trying to cut right in there, and does so comfortably is Elle Flick, as that was Darcy giving the pass to Elle. Makes it happen. Locksetter once more. At the top of the key, pressured by 2 Prince Edward Island defenders. Will hand that one off, as it's going to be Galusha with it. Galusha with the pass that deflects off of her teammate Nico Morin's hands, and out of bounds. That one will go. As once again, a few more substitutions here, and it looks like a timeout called as well.
And a good time for a timeout as well, as PEI looking like they're starting to pick up some steam here. Northwest Territories just going to have to take a second to cool off, get organized. You see PEI gathered on the bench, making a plan for what they have to do. Pretty comfortable lead at the moment, but as we know in basketball, anything can happen, and that can change in a hurry. But PEI doing a great job offensively, but also defensively. They get a big lead early on. They've done a great job of running their systems, staying patient, being confident, and playing smart. Northwest Territories, though, also showing that they are capable of putting points on the board in a hurry. It was just that first quarter, but since then, they've been a very confident group, well coached. There you see a great look at the bench, making the game plan, tell them to calm down, stay in the moment, get your chances, and when you do, make the most of it. So should be a great finish here in this one.
No doubt about that, as we're almost set and ready to go again for the remainder of the third quarter. 58-21 the score in favor of Prince Edward Island. This looks like we are all set. So 2:55 left to go in quarter number 3. And to start things off, it will be Saia Brown, who hands it off. Mia Locke setter with it, who runs this offense. It's going to be off for Brown again. That one just off and wide. Shot clock expires, and now here comes PEI back the other way with it. Quickly setting up the defense chance starting here for Team NT.
Great effort by the defense for Northwest Territories. PEI trying to find a lane, not being able to do so.
Not a whole lot there, but a great job by Sophie Leclerc, able to find that where there was not a lot of room.
Sophie Leclerc, great footwork there, finding a small hole and making her way down and able to convert it into a left-hand layup. Smart play.
As again now, here comes Team Northwest Territories. Sydney Galusha with it, working her way to the inside. Now it's going to be Brown with a high three-pointer that she didn't get all of, and it will bounce out of bounds. As again now, PEI going to work on the transition game here. Who's picking this one up will be Ava Bradley, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island native.
Great opportunity for these athletes getting their first look on the floor. There's a look at that layup recently for PEI. Great job. You mentioned it. Northwest Territories doing a good job of moving their feet, getting around, blocking the lanes for PEI, and they had to work pretty hard for that, but a nice job to carry it in and finish it by Sophie Leclerc.
Absolutely. So the ball back out of bounds, and now it is Northwest Territories' ball. Galusha finding the inside lane, trying to get one up to the outside. Brown with it, got it for 2.
Extraordinary.
That was great stuff there.
Saia Brown asking for it, knew where she was, wanted it in that spot, and made no mistake. Let's get another look at it.
That's a great shot right there. That's a confident shooter right there. As it looks like we're set to begin again. See a little bit of a delay with our score clock system here. Center court. Not exactly sure what's going on. Looks like
there seems to be a bit of a confusion.
Looks those points were taken off the board there, so it was 23 for Northwest Territories, now only 21. So a little bit of confusion here around, but either way, our volunteers doing a great job all week long, Robbie. They've been fantastic so far and just welcoming us into St. John's.
Oh, they certainly have. And for anyone who tuned in to the opening ceremonies last night live from the Mary Brown Center, it was absolutely outstanding, to say the least. World-class show, and what a great job. You mentioned it last night on the broadcast, Luke. They just do such a great job here locally to make you feel like you're at home when you're in St. John's and the entire province of Newfoundland and Labrador. So hats off to the entire committee and all the volunteers for the hard work that went into this extraordinary event.
And if you ever get the chance, if you're coming for week 2, maybe you're just watching for week 1, make sure to always say thank you to the volunteers, because it's such a treat having them here. It makes it so easy for whether you're a fan, a player, a staff member, contractor, no matter what, they do a great job.
You're certainly right about that. There's many of them in the orange shirts here, out and about around the venues, part of these Summer Canada Games.
Yep, they're easy to spot, that's for sure. As it's going to be Mia Locke setter with it as we're back underway. Just had to run some time off the clock is the issue, is what I'm being told. So we're down to around a minute 18 as the clock stops. With that ball going out of bounds.
There's Ava Bradley for PEI. She's joined the game here recently. She's been pretty effective. Nice pass work, great speed. This young player.
As PEI back underway, trying to drive into the offensive zone. And here is Bradley with a nice bounce pass over. She'll take a look as Directing traffic now is going to be Leclerc, who cuts to the middle on a nice effort. That one just couldn't go. A hustle for the ball, trying to keep it in play is PEI. 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Leclerc's going to spin by one, drive in towards the hoop. Just couldn't get the right trajectory on that.
And once again, great defensive play from Northwest Territories, blocking the lanes, really limiting the space that the Islanders have to try and get as close to the paint as they can.
Here's Galushu, who hands that one off. Now it's going to be Locksetter. Kaylee Locksetter with it. Throws it up. Somehow that one didn't go. Looked like it was made for the heart of the hoop. And back again we come. It's going to be Bradley pulling up. Back it goes. Look at this. Leclerc cutting to the inside. Just couldn't get that one to work out. As again now, Kaylee Locksetter with it. Looking to hand it off to Mia. Mia will use Kaylee as a screen. Walk around. Doesn't work out. Kaylee again now, as Galushu tries to open up. It's going to be handed off now. Quickly needing to get a shot off with 3 seconds left. It's going to dribble out of bounds. 2.6 seconds left to go in our third quarter. Bradley in to take it. She'll make the pass, and looks like that will do it for quarter number 3. 60-21 is the score after 30 minutes of play. We will step out and take a break. You are watching women's basketball, Prince Edward Island versus Northwest Territories at the Canada Summer Games.
Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
Drinking more of summer with Tim's new iced lattes, now whipped for a silky smooth taste. Pairs perfectly with having nowhere to be. Or remembering you have a bunch of places to be. Try a smooth iced latte today in flavors like new brown sugar.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Welcome back. Luke Mott, Robbie Doherty here with you to bring you the final quarter from Prince Edward Island and Northwest Territories in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's Alex Newson with it. We mentioned earlier that she was the flag bearer for Team Prince Edward Island. She was also the leader of Team PEI, the U17 girls team, in a historic 5th place finish, which was PEI's best ever at the Canadian Basketball Nationals. During that tournament, she led the team in scoring and rebounds and was a second-team All-Star.
Here's a look recently of
the foul
Singleton,
there.
Lexi Singleton, yeah, drawing the foul, going to the line for 2 shots here, a chance to put 2 more on the board for Prince Edward Island here in the 4th. No mistake, great shot by Singleton.
So 1 for 2 on the free throws is back underway again, and guess who? Mia Locksetter, who drives the offense here for Team Northwest Territories. A long 3, that one had a shot, just couldn't find the mesh. As here comes Hannums. Off to the side for corner three. That one up and back down again. Newsom tries to bank one in, but doesn't pan out in her favor.
Yeah, Newsom trying to get the shot off, couldn't get it to go, but still draws the foul, goes to the line. And a bad bounce there. Looked like it was about to drop. It didn't. Here's another look at it. See the rebound coming up down low. Newsom tried to get up and bank that rebound, but not able to. Draws the foul.
Goes 1 for 2 on the free throw line. Some more substitutions here. Looks like we are all set to go again. It's going to be Galushu with it for Team NT. Galushu looking to drive in. Bad angled shot doesn't work out. Now back again, and here comes Newsom. Look at the feed over. Up it goes. Couldn't fall. Another opportunity, this time for Giz. Didn't work out.
Yeah, good chance, though, for Giz here. Once again, PEI doing a great job here, drawing fouls and putting pressure on Northwest Territories defensively in their defensive zone. They've been to the line 3 times, I think, in the past minute, so paying off.
Back again for another trip. As here's Giz.
And a great shot from Julia Giz. Great composure.
Really nice. She's been strong today as well.
She certainly has. I was mentioning that earlier. Great team player. Always seems to have great vision, anticipation of where the ball is going and where her teammates are on the court.
And she got the second free throw to drop as well as Locke Setter takes over again. Over to Galusha. Now back again to Locke Setter. This time, however, it was Kaylee. As now quickly again, it's going to be Alexis Huggin. Huggin moving up, looking for the feed. Nice bank pass there. As again, now it's going to be Giz handing it off. A long shot up. It will not count as we're going to have a whistle on the play, and I believe a Team Northwest Territories ball.
PEI doing a great job offensively in this fourth quarter. Just a minute and a half in, but so many opportunities already. West Territories also doing a great job of playing their game, staying composed. So much basketball this week.
Look at this defense here from Team Prince Edward Island. 5 seconds left. Team Northwest Territories not in a position to shoot. And it will be Team PEI's ball, and now off they go. Here comes Newsom leading the charge. Fakes to the outside, goes to the inside. Up it goes. Got it, Lexi Singleton.
What a great give and go, and great speed from Newsom, but a great job by Singleton as well, just anticipating that, know where she was going to be, giving Alex Newsom an opportunity for a pass if the shot wasn't there, and they made the most of it, converting it into a layup.
And we're going to get a travel call here on Mia Locke Setter, so it'll be Team PEI going back the other way. Here's another look at it.
There you see it. Great anticipation, great pass. Singleton saw an opening on the other side. Got in position, waited for it, made no mistake. Great teamwork.
For sure, Team PEI having a good offensive performance here, but Team Northwest Territories coming into their own. They've had some times where they've been really strong, but just kind of trying to find that consistency. But once again, Robbie, it's part of the thing here. It's your first time at Canada Games. A lot of nerves. Got to be a lot of nerves coming through players on every single team that walks through these doors today.
Oh, no question. And they realize it's an opportunity. It's something that is just so special. We've mentioned this so often, so many times, is that these opportunities for young athletes don't come often. They get to travel some provinces. They're literally going to the other side of the country. It's a new environment. It's a new climate. It's just a different feeling, and the bright lights. You're on a broadcast. It's completely different than most of the games than a lot of these athletes have ever played, and just the opportunity to be here is so impressive for everybody. And certainly the future of sport in Canada, from what we've seen so far, is in a good place. A lot of amazing athleticism on display here in St. John's.
That's a great point that you bring about the different climate, the different setting, because there really is nowhere else like St. John's, Newfoundland, and Labrador.
It really isn't.
As quickly now, PEI is going to set up here, and it's going to be Newson. Fakes one pass, goes long. Quickly setting up is going to be Alexis Huggin now to the inside. Giz couldn't get that one to fall. And it's going to be a wrestle for the ball here, but Northwest Territories going to take charge here, and they'll play it in from their baseline.
Great job there by the Northwest Territories, not giving up on it. Fighting for that one, and they get possession back.
So 7:34 left to go in this one. As it's going to be Northwest Territories with it, handing it off now. Up it goes, and a nice move there from Mia Locksetter, who continues her hot streak here in this game.
Mia Locksetter putting 16 points on the board thus far here in this one. Very impressive outing for that young lady.
Here's Newson. Handing it off now. It will be off for Giz. Huggin as the decoy will send it down low. Newson, excuse me, now up top. This one's going to bounce around, but could not work out. Is now quickly again. Huggin trying to battle for it, but lost that one to Locksetter. That's 6:40 left here to go in our last quarter. 66-23 the score. As away we go again now. Here is Mia Locksetter. And she'll hand this one off. It's going to be Mesra Zadib. Mesra Zadib finds Locksetter again. Guarding her aggressively is going to be Singleton. Locksetter again needing to get a shot off. She's going to let it go. Blocked by Newson. And here comes Alex Newson racing in for the layup. And that's what she brings right there.
We talked about that anticipation from Alex Newson. She saw where that ball was going, where Locksetter wanted to go, got her hand out, made the steal, and transitioned it into a layup. Great heads-up play from number 7 in white.
And she just had another steal right there on that play, and then a great block coming back the other way by Team Northwest Territories. I believe it was Mia Locksetter. We'll take another look at it.
Yeah, there you see it. Great block, great athleticism as well from Newson. Making a break, just anticipated where she was going, got the hand up in time. All ball off to the races she went. Easy layup.
Saia Brown will hand this one off. She's looking for Mesra Zadib. As now it's going to be Brown with it. Brown looking down low, trying to find the open teammate as a long three in. That one's going to be ending up short, and now back again comes Lexi Singleton for Team Prince Edward Island. Singleton will dish one off as it's going to be Bradley, excuse me. Bradley will hand that one off, and then the shot just off and wide. As a battle for the ball again here. There's a lot of battles here for the ball, it seems like, in this fourth quarter, as teams still not giving up, Robbie.
Well, both teams, absolutely. Neither team letting off the gas. Trying to fight for it. As we said, you know, this is game one. There's so many games left to play. The last thing you ever want to do is get out of focus this early. So hats off to both groups for really keeping the pressure on and keeping it in fifth gear.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. These teams compete. I feel like that's going to be a common theme here throughout the next couple of weeks.
That's a great point. All that training, all those hours of practice, mental training, everything. You know, it's all for this week, and the week arrives. Leave it all out there.
The amount of time that goes into it, too, and the people that got you there as well. A big moment to shine here at the Canada Games. As here comes Prince Edward Island. Huggin will hand it off to Bradley. Bradley dishes it off wide. Trying to cut off to the inside again now. Up it is, and driving in is Giz. That one just couldn't fall. It's now quickly back again. Northwest Territories going to try to get the transition game going, as it's going to be Jane C. Brown. That pass didn't end up working out, and out of bounds it will go, and Team Prince Edward Island will take it away just from in front of the scorekeeper's area.
Just a little mishap there from Brown. Thought that Salem was still on the move, but didn't quite hit the target.
As here's Singleton. Guarded closely by Mesra Zadib. Is again now down low into the paint, trying to spin on one is LeClaire, and a nice basket there
Great play by Leclerc. Great heads up, knowing where she was, deep in the paint, turning, not trying to make anything fancy, putting it off the backboard for an easy lay-in. 2 more points.
Sophie Leclerc's had a strong game as well, Robbie.
Sure has.
We talk about Alex Newson a lot, but she's been very strong.
Certainly has. Already put 16 points on the board as well.
Here's Singleton across
to
Leclerc. Doesn't work out.
My bad on that statistic. Yes, Sophie Leclerc has certainly been effective for PEI, a playmaker. Always in the right spot at the right time, moving the ball well. Here's another look at that drive down, stopping, finding out no lane available, trying to make the pass and not able to hold on to it. That one trickles out of play.
And a great job there by Leora Sims to get the hand on it, launch that out of play, and negate the opportunity. As here is Sims. She'll go down low as Salem with it now. She gets taken down as the 2 number 1s collide. But everybody's okay, so we'll keep going with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. It's going to be passed around now as we have Locksetter with it. And we're going to get a stoppage here as Team PEI will take over from their own end.
There's substitution coming in. There we see Kalamia Kazan making her way off the bench. Saw her earlier on in the game, Luke, but haven't seen her in some time.
No, and she was strong too whenever she was out there on the floor. I thought that she was really good. Another bright spot for the Northwest Territories team. Has a nice steal here. Locksetter will hand it back, narrowly avoiding an interception there. This one going up and off the rim, settling down for Lexi Singleton. Singleton will throw one up, and a nice block there by Salem, who came out of nowhere, knocked that thing out of reach.
Yeah, and we talked about that effort so many times that, you know, both teams, knowing this is game 1 of a long tournament, there's lots of basketball left. They don't want to break out of their comfort zone. They want to keep doing what they train to do, and here's a great example of it. Great effort coming out of nowhere. Salem showing great speed, great athleticism. Got up off her feet, extended that arm, and prevented another scoring opportunity for PEI.
3 minutes left to go. Driving in is Leclerc. She couldn't get that one to fall. Back up again it goes. The 3-point line now, trying to cut inside. Didn't end up working out, but Leclerc makes it work out anyways on the second effort.
Well, we talked about Leclerc a moment ago and her willingness to never ever give up on a play, and there's a perfect example. Got in the spot at the right time, handled the rebound, spun, put it away for another 2. Both teams here certainly not quitting.
No, definitely not. No quit on either side with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go, and we'll have a trip to the line, which is odd to say that we haven't had that many here after our start.
Well, it's a good point. It was a pretty foul-filled first couple quarters. We'll say that. First half, I should say. But nonetheless.
Locksetter to go 2 for 2, and she'll miss that one, picking it up.
What a day she had on the line, shooting 75% from the free throw line was Locksetter. Not able to connect on that, but certainly an outstanding performance on the free throw line.
Another area that she's been really good in for sure. As now it's going to be Leclerc. That one didn't end up working out. The rebound's going to fall down to Salem, and then she'll relay it off for Locksetter. Here's Mia Locksetter back to Salem. Reading that one well, though, was Huggin. Huggins going to drive and try for the layup. Just doesn't work out.
Oh, but a great defensive play by Huggin. Anticipated where that pass was going, got her hand out in a hurry. Created a chance for herself.
As our official deems that we're good to go again, and away we go. As up it goes, now into the paint. Quickly stepping out was Elle Flick. She'll dish one across for Bradley, who tries to throw one up, doesn't end up working out. Leclerc now will try to go after that and make something happen. Into the inside, just not able to get that one to fall was Flick once more. Now it's going to be Locksetter. Here comes Mia Locksetter with it. Moving one over to Brown. Brown back again for Locksetter. Locksetter pressured heavily here. Look at this PEI defense. blocking them off, and now a long way to go trying to beat the defenders back as Bradley. She'll make the pass over. Nice play there from Prince Edward Island as Flick finished it off.
Talked about it so many times. Great court awareness from this entire Prince Edward Island squad. Elle Flick just knowing where it was going in the right spot at the right time and able to turn that into another 2.
Absolutely. So a timeout here could be our last one of this game, as 74-24 is the score in favor of Prince Edward Island, who've had a strong start here to their 2025 Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah, strong start for PEI, but such a strong start for the games in general. Great support here all around the arena. Packed house this morning. Newfoundland and Labrador was on the court. They took a loss to Saskatchewan, but played a great game in a very, very competitive matchup. A lot of speed, and it was so nice to see on a Sunday morning. So many people coming out, supporting the hometown squad, and another great crowd in the stands as well again today. It's just such great support for everything. Last night was jam-packed, sold out at the Mary Brown Center, which is certainly not a small venue, especially for something like this. So the community's behind it. It's really, really going to be an exciting couple weeks.
There's no doubt about that. As a minute and 19 seconds left to go here from the Canada Games women's basketball, our third game of the day. As Brown will grab the ball, she'll go off to Mia Locksetter, who will dish that one off and wide for Morin, who lets one fly almost, but it's going to be Alexis Huggan that has the rebound. She'll cross the halfway line. Look to set up. Down low it goes. And there it will be Donovan. Donovan looks to pass it to the inside, but that just doesn't work out. It's now Saia Brown will grab it. She'll go off for Galusha. Galusha will send it over for Locksetter. Back for Brown. Brown looking for the pass over. Moran just couldn't get that one to drop in. Is now Huggan. Back again. As we are into our final minute, it's going to be Team PEI looking to set up as Huggan. Back it goes. Once again now intercepted, and now here comes Brown on a nice read there by Saia Brown. It's going to be Galusha again looking to hand one off. Skoji will move it from there. As we see Galusha looking to set up once more. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. She'll find Brown. Brown's going to look to drive down into the inside. That shot up, and PEI will grab the rebound as Huggan has it once more. Time expiring 5 seconds. That one's going to be passed off to Huggan, who will let it roll out of bounds with 0.5 seconds left to go in this one.
Great opportunity there from Northwest Territories too, defensively to stop, make a stop on PEI, and the clock runs out, Luke.
Yeah, that will do it. Our final between PEI and Northwest Territories. 74 for PEI, 24 for the Northwest Territories. But again, Robbie, competing until the end seems to be what is the common theme throughout all these games, no matter what the score is. So we'll take a break. When we come back, more basketball. 3 more games left today from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador for the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.